you have given me the best sample already.
Oh yeah?
This is a good sample
Yeah?
of your story.
Yeah?
The game between you and your wife.
Oh sure.
That's a wonderful story.
Oh, it's how we got to know each other.
Yeah.
And you know, after several months of dating, she pretty well knew a lot about me because we would play that game. You know, we'd just be sitting there, and she'd say, "All right, tell me a story."
Well, there's a challenge, and I believe there are some techniques to be used. But you want to dig out her story.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It won't be the same way they tell me your story. It will be
Right,
like-
right. It's a little different.
It will be a different,
Sure.
different lead.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, tell me more about your basketball.
Oh, you want a basketball story?
Yeah, how did you get started?
Oh.
How did you find out you like basketball?
Oh, well, I'd say that I was tall for a kid my age. Like I said before, that I was only about an inch shorter than I am now when I was in, say, 5th and 6th grade. So I got to play on the basketball team because I was tall. And I was okay. I was pretty good, but with my height and the way I could play, I did fairly well. And I had a bit of a maturity spike that happened in 6th and 7th grade, and I ended up being pretty good. And but that was my glory days, junior high. After junior high, everybody else got better, and I stayed the same. So that was like my shining moment to be a basketball star was 7th and 8th grade. And the only problem is that in 8th grade, I broke my leg right in the middle of the season. And so it messed up my identity. But I remember the game when it happened. I was just warming up, doing layups at the beginning of the game, and I went up for a layup, and all of a sudden I felt this pop in my leg. And the muscle in my leg had overgrown my bone. And the doctor said, that's one of the reasons why you were so fast. Your muscles were growing very quickly as a kid. And it had broken a little bone up here, at the top part of my leg. And it broke it at the beginning of the game. And so I was really hurting, so I paced the hallway for a little bit, but I really wanted to play. And I convinced the coach, and he sent me into the game. And I'm hobbling, I'm playing like this. And they let me play. Nowadays they probably would pull the kid out, but they let me go ahead and play. And it was hurting so bad. But the most glorious moment of my basketball career happened in that game. Because there was only like 9 seconds left on the clock before halftime. And they passed the ball into me. And I'm coming down the floor like this, and my leg is killing me. I can barely walk. There's no way I'm going to make it to the other end to try to score. There's only 9 seconds on the clock. I've got it. I got to do something. So I got as far as I could. It was like 2 or 3 seconds left, and I was at the half court, and I just launched it. And I'm on one foot. I couldn't even stand on my leg anymore. I was hopping on one foot, and I just launched it. And it went up. Whoosh, it went right in. The crowd went crazy. And I'm walking off the floor, and I'm hobbling as we're headed to the locker room for halftime. I looked over at this girl, Amy, who I just thought that was the sweetest thing in the world. And she was a cheerleader. And I looked over at Amy, and I went like that and walked into the locker room. That was the glorious moment of my sports career. Everything else was after that. That was the high point. And that night we went to the ER, and they said you have a broken leg, and that was the end of my basketball career. So that was it. I ended on an amazing note.